Hello, welcome back to the Mobile Motorbike Mechanic channel. I'm Steve, and today we're in Kenilworth in Warwickshire. We're going off to do an oil and filter change on an MT01 Yamaha, and the customer also wants us to look at a starting issue, so he wants us to replace the starter solenoid. So we'll see you when we get there. Right, so here we have the MT01. Going to do the oil and filter on this one and the starter relay as well. Got to change that one. So we'll get into that now. Right, so this engine is what they call a dry sump. So this is the oil tank here. It's not inside the engine, it's actually on the outside. So we've got a drain on the oil tank here, and there is also a drain on the engine itself underneath. So we'll have to undo both of those. So first things first, 17. There we go. Obviously we've had the engine running, engine's nice and warm, which means the oil's going to be nice and warm. There we go. It's just flowing out like water. There we go. So we'll let that drain down. I'll just grab a pair of pliers so we can undo the cap, and then we can get in underneath and get the other sump bolt undone. Right, so we need a pair of pliers to undo this cap, but to save scratching the paint, we'll just wrap it in a cloth. There we go. That's got it. So obviously having the cap undone helps the oil flow out the bottom. There we go. And everything's really hot because we've had the engine running. We'll just have a quick inspection, make sure the O-ring underneath there is all good, which it is. I'll just leave that there. Right, where are you? Ah, there it is. There's the other sump bolt, just there. I knew it was under there somewhere. Okay, so sump plug number 2. There we go. Didn't expect it to dump that much oil. So customer supplied his own parts. We've got, there we go, a couple of brand new sump plug washers. So we'll pop those on, get rid of the old ones. And we've got a brand new Yamaha filter there as well, which we can pop on in a second. So we'll just leave that to drip a minute, and we can refit those two and change the oil filter out. We need to get onto this, get onto the oil filter, which is just here, up behind the front wheel, behind the regulator rectifier there. So just there. And it's a bit of a bear to get to. Let's have a bug here. There we go. That's him moving. Not the easiest location to get to. No, still too tight. It's ready to come off by hand then, but no. Oh no, this is bloody jammed up. There we go. If you're telling me that's all I needed, that's going to annoy me. Yep, that's all I needed. Just that one more little turn. Right, so we can start getting that off as well. There we go, even more oil. Just oil everywhere on this thing. There we go. Right, so that's the two sump plugs back fitted with the new washers. So we'll just get this oil filter replaced now, and then we can fill it back up with oil. Oh, it's getting hot. There's a lot of oil in that oil filter and it's really hot. I don't know how long the customer was running this bike for before we got here, but it must have been a while because it's burning my fingers. And not a lot of things burn my fingers, but this is burning my fingers. The trouble is I don't want to drop it because it will just drop straight into this and splash everywhere. So I've got to hold it. We got it. Old one out. New one going in. So that is greased already. So put the old one in there. Put that out of the way and get the new one fitted. Really ridiculous place to put in the whole filter. I can't get it in there. I got a feeling it's going to rain. There we go, that's got it on. Right, so we've had to come in because of the weather. Unfortunately the lighting here is not the greatest, but what we're going to do, we managed to get the sump plugs back in again. You saw that. We've fitted the oil filter, you've seen that. So now all we need to do is top up the oil. So luckily we've got a suitable filler, so we're just going to chuck the oil in. We're going to run it up to 100% oil. We then need to run the bike because we've got to fill the oil filter, and we've also got to fill the engine on this one because it being a dry sump. So we need to get the engine around, get the oil around the engine. Then we'll dip it, check it again, top it up. We've put 4 litres in. Well, we put about 3.5 litres, which filled this tank. We then popped the cap on, ran the bike for a few seconds, undid the cap, poured the rest of the 4 litres in, so 4 litres has gone into this bike, so we're just going to dip it and see whereabouts we are on the dipstick. There we go, we're on the dipstick, but we're about, I don't know what you say, a third of the way up the dipstick, something like that. So we still need to put more oil in. So let's say big bike, lots of oil. So the customer's got another 1 litre. Let's say all this oil has been supplied by him, all the parts have been supplied by him. And that's fine. So we'll stick a bit more of this 1 litre in and we'll see where we're at. Okay, so we put just under another half, well, no, almost bang on another half a litre of oil into that one, and we're absolutely where we want to be on the dipstick on that. So that's the oil and filter change. The belly pan's back on, everything's ready for it for the owner. So we just need to have a look at this starter relay for him now. Right, so we're looking for our starter relay, which should be under here somewhere. But we'll have to go and get. Christ. Okay, so we're just going to try and put this into work mode. We're just going to get underneath this plate. We need to go digging down under here to try and find this starter relay. See if we can find it. What we got here then? Allen keys. Yeah, so every other fastener's 8mm, and then you've got a 4mm Allen key. Why? Okay. There it is. So this is the starter relay just here. As you can see, there's 1 block connector and then 2 smaller connectors. So what we'll need to do is disconnect the battery, which you can see one's an Allen key, one's a crossed screwdriver. So we'll disconnect the battery and get that starter relay out of there. There you go. Right. Let's see if we can get to this starter relay. Should just be a question of pulling it out. There we go. Now, 1 wiring connector. Why are you doing that? It's going to be something we're just going to have to put up with. That's the rubber holder for the relay. So, that's really annoying, but there's nothing we can do about it. So, this is the new relay. Oh, it comes with a rubber connector on it, so rubber holder on it, so that's fine. Pop that in there. Now we just need to undo these 2, which are 8mm and hopefully 8mm as well. Yes, they are. It's really loud in my ear. So there's nothing we can do about it. You just got to get on and get it done as quick as possible. And hopefully it will shut up. Oh Christ. Make sure the new relay goes on the same as the old one. Muffle that up a bit. Slightly better. It's going to go in that way. There we go. Okay, old relay off. Where was that connector? It's so dark in here, I can't see what I'm doing with that torch. I'm just trying to get this relay mounted back up onto its mounts. There we go. Right. So hopefully this will shut it up. I bet you it doesn't though. So it's just nailing to work in here. Right, okay. So maybe this will make it quiet. Yeah, as I thought. Okay. So, going to need certain things ready for when we go. It's going to get loud. There we go. It's lovely working with bikes that have got alarms on. There we go. Okay. Whew, it's warm in here. I am cooking. I don't do heat at the best of times. This is warm. Right folks, so that's the starter motor relay replaced. We just need to put this bit of bodywork back on and we can pop the seat back on again. Right, so we're all back together again. Seats back on, so we'll go for a start. See if this has improved matters for the customer. Yeah. So previously, when we were starting the bike, I forgot to record it, but you press the starter button, then you get a click, but you wouldn't actually get the engine turning over. You just get your click, 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 and then eventually, after many clicks, it would fire. So that seems like we've got it sorted. So one more. Good. So I think we can call this one done. So remember to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you again on the next video.